Hey everyone, welcome to another 5-minute leader. I have this giant microphone in front of me here, so hopefully everyone will be able to hear me much better and crystal clear. Today's video is about the difference between energy versus time. And I've had a few conversations with various business leaders, mostly CEOs and a couple CHROs over the past few weeks and months as I'm working on a new employee experience book. And the conversation of energy and time has come up quite a bit. And one of the things that I have found very interesting is that there are a lot of leaders who oftentimes will spend a lot of time on something, yet they are filled with energy. And then on the flip side of that, there are also a lot of leaders who might spend a little bit of time on something, and they are completely depleted with energy. And the really interesting thing there is that oftentimes as leaders, it's very tempting to focus on how much time we might spend on a particular project, how much time we might spend on a particular task. But I think the real metric that we should be focusing on is the energy that you have. So for example, if you're spending a lot of time on something as a leader, but what you're spending time on, you feel energized, you feel excited, you feel motivated, then does that time really matter? And similarly, on the flip side of that, if you're spending a little bit of time on something, but that thing that you're spending your time on is zapping your energy and completely draining you, is it worth for you to spend time on that? So for example, one of the CEOs that I have a podcast coming out with is Chris Nichols, the CEO of Sam's Club. He probably works 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And a lot of the time that he spends is going into the various Sam's Club stores. And he says he spends many, many hours every single week doing that. But it actually gives him energy. He enjoys it. In fact, frequently he'll take his kids or his family with him to go visit those stores. And then I also talk to various business leaders and CEOs who might spend an hour on a meeting, and that meeting completely wipes them out. And afterwards, they have no energy to do anything else. So really the lesson here is, as a leader, before you show up to work, take a look at your calendar for the day. Take a look at your calendar for the week. And try to ask yourself, how many of the things that you have going on for that day or for that week are going to be things that are going to give you energy versus things that are going to take away your energy? And is there a way for you to maximize the things that you do that give you energy versus the things that take away your energy? And focus more on the energy as opposed to the time commitment. Again, would you rather spend 3 hours or 4 or 5 hours doing something where afterwards you feel, you get that high, that euphoric feeling from accomplishment, from doing something really cool, like meeting with customers or having meetings with your team? Would you rather spend 4 or 5 hours doing that? Or would you rather spend 1 hour being a part of a meeting where you feel like your life is literally draining from your body? Think about that every day and every week and try to optimize the things that give you energy and try to reduce the things that zap your energy. I think that's a very practical and an effective leadership hack. It'll make you a better leader and it will improve everybody that you work with and for. Let me know what you think after watching this video, if it's something that you can implement, if it's something that you've experienced and something that you have felt before. I'll see you very soon.